This week on Charger Bulletin News. Get ready for Comedy Week? Esports hosts a charity event, and the results of the election are in. All of this and more on Charger Bulletin News. Hello and welcome to Charger Bulletin News. I'm Neva Bostic.
And I'm Richard Bolden.
We're here to bring you the latest Charger news.
But before we begin, let's take a look at the COVID dashboard. As of Monday, the COVID-19 dashboard states that we are at a yellow alert level, which is intermediate risk. The current number of positive cases is 22. The number of people in quarantine is 65, with 30 staying on campus. The quarantine number may fluctuate due to contact tracing. Lastly, the number of students in isolation is 22, with 7 staying on campus. The number of isolation beds available is 140. Please note that the off-campus isolation number includes resident students who decided to stay in university-sponsored isolation housing. The COVID-19 task force reminds all students, faculty, and staff to wear a mask, wash hands often, and maintain social distancing while on campus.
And speaking of COVID-19, the COVID task force is providing free testing for any students who wish to get tested before Thanksgiving break. This is intended to ensure students are COVID-free before returning home. Students can sign up for an appointment through Yale New Haven Health, and appointments are on a first-come, first-served basis. Testing has already started and will continue until November 21st. Students are only allowed to test once during this time period. This opportunity is only available to residential students, but all commuter students are welcome to get tested at North Campus. Residential students testing will take place at the German Club.
This past Saturday, the Charger esports team partnered with Extra Life to host a charity stream for the Hartford Children's Hospital. The team streamed the event on Twitch, which lasted 24 hours. Students played games such as Call of Duty, Among Us, Destiny Raid, Minecraft, and many more. The team ended up raising more than $200 for the Children's Hospital.
Come out and show your support for the pep band and jazz band. Both groups are performing on the Bixler-Gerber Quad to show their Charger spirit. The event will take place on Friday, November 13th at 12 p.m. Anyone can attend either in person or via streaming platforms. The link to watch online will be posted on the pep band's social media page, so keep an eye out for it.
Get ready to look picture perfect. Senior portraits are starting this week. Graduating students can sign up for an appointment to have their picture taken. This only applies to students graduating in December 2020 and May 2021. Sessions will take place on November 12th, 13th, and 16th in the Moulton Lounge on the 4th floor of Bartels. Students must show their co-verified badge and proof of appointment in order to attend. No walk-ins or late arrivals are allowed. There is no cost for having your picture taken and entered into the yearbook. However, students may purchase their photos from the photographer's website once they are published.
And now Emily's bringing you the latest in entertainment. What's new for this week, Emily?
Thanks, Neva. There's a lot of information floating around, but let's see what's new for this week. Jeopardy host Alex Trebek passed away this past weekend, surrounded by family and friends. His battle with pancreatic cancer lasted nearly 2 years after first announcing his diagnosis on the show. He continued hosting while seeking medical treatment and chemotherapy. Trebek hosted Jeopardy for almost 40 years, making his debut in 1984. Throughout his career, he's won 7 Emmy Awards, a Guinness World Record, and earned a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. At the age of 80, he leaves behind his wife and 3 children. And last night, 51 women traveled to Memphis, Tennessee to compete in the Miss USA beauty pageant. The event aired on FYI Network and took place on Elvis Presley's Graceland estate. The show was scheduled earlier in the spring, but was pushed back due to the pandemic. Miss Mississippi, Asia Branch, took home the crown after going through multiple rounds of competition. First runner-up was Miss Idaho, Kim Lane, followed by second runner-up Miss Oklahoma, Mariah Jane Davis. Branch is also the first African-American woman to be crowned Miss Mississippi. Branch will now go on to compete in the Miss Universe pageant scheduled to take place between January and March of 2021. And the filming of Jurassic World Dominion has finally wrapped after 18 months of production. The movie began pre-production back in 2019, way before COVID-19 was an issue. They wrapped at the UK's Pinewood Studios after following strict protocols against the virus. The unprecedented shoot went through 40,000 COVID tests and required cast and necessary crew members to isolate together for months. The film is expected to release on June 10th of 2022. That's all for entertainment this week. Joe, is Charger Sports back on schedule?
Thanks, Emily. Charger sports are back to practicing, but as a precaution, athletes are tested weekly to ensure their safety. Hopefully this is a step in the right direction in the anticipation of spring sports. That's all for this week. Back to you, Neva and Richard.
Thanks, Joe. Sounds like good news for all of our athletes.
Welcome to Comedy Week. For the rest of the week, Scope is hosting a number of exciting events and festivities. Some of the events include Meme Jeopardy, Silent Film Night, and a Laugh and Paint Social, where students can watch Dave Chappelle's comedy special. Scope is also giving away prizes at some of their events. Lastly, comedians like John Mulaney and Chappelle Lacey are hosting 2 separate Q&A sessions via Zoom. This week will be full of laughs.
The month of November is Native American Heritage Month. To celebrate the history of Native American people, the Office of Residential Life sent out an interactive map. The website shows students what tribes lived in their hometown. Students are also invited to participate in the Honor the Land Challenge. Request a sticker from the university and post a picture with it on Instagram using the hashtags HonorNativeLand and LiveInChargeORL. The stickers will be delivered to residence halls until Friday, November 20th, or until supplies run out.
And the votes are finally in. Joe Biden is projected to be the next president of the United States. Kamala Harris will join Biden as the next vice president. This makes Harris the first woman, first black woman, and first South Asian vice president. The Senate currently stands at 96 seats total, with 48 seats for both Democrats and Republicans. The House of Representatives has 217 Democratic seats and 199 Republican seats. A party must have 218 seats to hold a majority. The Biden-Harris campaign plans on tackling COVID-19, racial injustice, and climate change when they enter the White House. Inauguration Day is January 20th, 2021. Well, that's all the time we have left for this week.
Be sure to check out the next online edition of the Charger Bulletin that will be published every other Monday on chargerbulletin.com.
Stay up to date by following us on social media at Charger Bulletin. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Neva Bostic.
And I'm Richard Fuller. We hope everyone has a wonderful Veterans Day, and we'll see you next week on Charger Bulletin News.